Hello Periscope, Dr. Nina Ramirez here. Hello people who are joining. Hello everybody, do join, do share. Wow, you know, well, if you do know me at all by now, you will know that I am never happier than when I am in a library. Good morning, good morning. Good morning everybody. I am in my element, thumbing manuscripts and printed books, early rare documents in Trinity College Cambridge. Hello, hello, hello. It is a beautiful place. Look at there's the River Cam. And I am in Trinity College, which later I'll try and periscope for you from the chapel. But today I want to share with you this incredible library because whenever I come to these places, I have a job to do, I'm working, but I'm also talking to people, and I have been talking to the head librarian here, who has given me the added experience of being able to see some of the medieval manuscripts they hold here. I had no idea. I knew that the Parker Library had loads of amazing manuscripts. I knew that Corpus Christi had loads, but they have 1,500 medieval manuscripts here, and they've come from books of lungs full of words. I love that. That's gorgeous. Well done, you. They have had bequests left to them from extraordinary people, going right back to Queen Elizabeth's archbishops. So Nevile left his collections here, but more recent bequests. I'll show you in a minute some bequests left by a duchess who has managed to leave the library the finest collection of texts relating to the French Revolution anywhere, and half of them were kept in a suitcase under her bed. So I'll show you some of those things too, but do follow me through. Here it is. I know, wow. This is one of the most extraordinary spaces. So, as is the case with a lot of the great libraries, instead of labelling the cabinets, these have got the busts of various individuals: Marcus Aurelius, Caesar, Shakespeare's over there, and that's a way of finding out which cabinet it's in. I know. It's okay, I have permission to film in here. They know I'm doing this. Now I'm going to show you a couple of the really exciting bays. Gonna cross the red road. It's not open to the general public, but you can come here and request to read. This bay is really important. Ha ha ha, I love this one. In here you have the collections of some of the greatest writers, English writers particularly, but you've got here Dryden, Swift. There is a absolutely beautiful first edition of Robinson Crusoe in here. Again, an amazing collection. I know, I went past the red ribbon. You can see we're filming with the books at the moment, and I have had the privilege of being able to go into the safe place up at the back and see the medieval manuscripts. But I want to show you some of the things that they have on display in these glass cabinets, because these are some of their finest holdings. Oh, in that bay, you can see the recent bequest of the books that have been left that relate to the French Revolution, and you can see they haven't even been properly catalogued yet. And over there, can you see that blue suitcase? That is the Duchess's suitcase. She had some of her most precious books in there, like a first edition of Shelley, and she's hid it under her dressing gown. They nearly didn't open the suitcase and find the rare pieces. I know, manuscripts and libraries are amazing. They're just absolute treasure trove. It's not Dublin, it's Cambridge. Now, I'm going to show you just under here quickly. I'm going to lift it up to show you. Ooh. This is Trinity Gospels. It's an 11th century English manuscript, and you can see the detail there in terms of the paint and also the gold giving the name Illuminate to these manuscripts, applied with gesso. So you can see this section here, it would have had gesso applied, and then gold foil would have been rubbed onto it, burnished on, and that's what gives it this absolute glow. Under here, this is a 15th century copy of Chaucer, Canterbury Tales. So it's all of the history of England played out in manuscripts, and I'll give you one more, which is under here. Oops, this is Lydgate's Troy book. It's around 1450, and again, look at that illumination. It's absolutely amazing. I hope you've enjoyed this experience. I can't get enough of these sorts of places, of the things that you find. Every single manuscript, every single book tells you a story. I want to share the resource that this amazing library has available online. If you go onto the internet and you go to Trinity College, you can get into their digital library. It's called the Wren Digital Library. It's really easy to get onto, and what they've got is complete copies, facsimiles of all of these manuscripts. They've now managed to document nearly 700 of their important manuscripts, and you can go through page by page, get a really good insight into what they've got here. I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. I'll try and Periscope again later from Trinity College. If you have, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm Dr. Janina Ramirez, and you can subscribe to my podcast, which is The Art Detective, by going to historyhit.com/artdetective. Do support all that we're doing. Follow History Hit TV as well for our online digital history channel. And thanks, everybody. See you soon.